Warning: this game will feature the following range of triggering topics and themes: drowning, audio hallucinations and visuals, violence, manipulation, shaking screen, graphic descriptions of death. Do you wish to continue? I do. And if you don't, then you better leave this video. This game is made for entertainment. If at any point you're feeling overwhelmed during gameplay, or while watching this video, please take care of yourself and close the game. Or the video. Seriously, dude, know your limits. I know some people go, oh, you can't do this and this and that, you're such a pussy, but no, know your limits. Let's go. Well, I will. I hope you do too. Or not, if it's too much for you. Welcome everyone to Trembling Essence, a game where you wake up in a swamp and, fortunately a guy named Noah is just right around the corner ready to scoop you up and take you to his desolate cabin in the middle of the woods. A guy who obviously has only the best of intention and is totally not a red flag. Like, it's like the question: if you're like lost in the woods, would you rather find the bear or the man? The bear, because the bear, I know what the fuck he's doing in the woods. A man alone in the woods, I have an inkling of an idea of what he's doing in the woods, and it's not good. Let's start. The pouring rain has finally stopped. The faint smell of decay is somewhere in the distance. Damp, humid air fills your lungs. There. You wake up in a cold sweat. With an exhausted sigh, you stumble out of the only source of shelter you could find, a hollow tree. Soggy, brittle leaves are your only source of comfort as you lay upon the mushy ground. Each direction you look into seems laid on forever. The sense of time is lost on you, and trying to remember where or how you ended up here causes a horrible headache. All you can gather is that you're currently lost within a saturated swamp and in need of food and water. Various kinds of trees surround you, and the only guiding light is the moon that peeks in between the scattered clouds. You're not sure whether to wait until help arrives or search around. Guys, being lost in the woods 101, if you're lost, stay put. If you keep moving around, people will have a harder time trying to find you. You don't want to trail off too far from where you are. Maybe it's best to wait here and not go anywhere. You crawl back into the hollow tree and wait there. In your already tired state, you quickly fall asleep. A small breeze wakes you back up. The area has gotten colder. You sluggishly wake up to the sound of nature and random noises going on within the swamp. You take a peek outside. Continue waiting for help. You remain hopeful that someone or anyone will come by. A strong chill of wind rushes through the tree, causing them to sway back and forth. You watch on as the leaves fall down one by one. One managed to fall on top of your head. You flick it away and turn back into the crevice. Only a small bit of time goes by before you doze off again. You start to shiver, but only slightly. Hunger and thirst is becoming more apparent. You wake back up very exhausted and fatigued. Rumbles of thunder can be heard somewhere far away. Go to sleep too. Someone will find you, don't worry. Trust the process, guys! You're feeling drowsy from constantly taking short naps. It's best to get some actual sleep. You proceed to shift around inside the tree once more. You shut your eyes. For a moment you feel at ease. The frigid chill continues to settle in. Your breathing slows down. You can sense that the humid air has changed. The noisy swamp has gone quieter, then silent. You hear something. The sound of leaves being stepped on. Someone is approaching you. Someone is waiting for you to wake up. You slowly open your eyes. Hello there. You let out a hoarse shriek and quickly shift back against the tree. Tara, calm down. It's me, Noah. Remember? He quickly looks at you up and down. Wow, you look awful. Even worse than me. The awkward silence grows as you stare at him. Sorry, that was rude of me. This is what happens when you try going off on your own. You end up here, alone. You let out a big sigh as he kicks a few rocks and sticks out of the way. I know a lot about this place, and I'm surprised you managed to get out this far, given how hard it is to navigate. He leans in slightly, his tone coming off firm. The thing is, you've been gone for 2.5 days now. We're almost into day 3. There's another storm coming, and I need you to come back with me. The longer you stay here, the colder it's going to get. Go with him. I mean, the guy is the reason you download the game in the first place, right? You meekly crawl your way towards him. There you go. I'm glad you're being very reasonable this time. He bends down to extend his hand towards you. He gently dusts you off before helping you to your feet. He places one of his arms under yours. He glances away, trying to find the right words to say before looking back at you. I'm going to try and be more engaging this time. I thought about some things, and I guess it's hard to be around someone who isn't much for conversation. When we get back, what do you like to eat? Fuck, some soup. I just had some caldo verde with some chorizo. If you never had that, then you're missing out, man. It's amazing. That's a great choice, actually. It's good comfort food, especially on a rainy day. Today was raining, for a while. Then suddenly it was warm again. Warm enough to feel my skin cooking under my clothes. But I did manage to go out, so that was nice. You softly respond. That is true. What's your favorite kind of soup? Caldo verde, I just said. Maybe chicken? Good choice also. You watch as he ponders over your question. No, actually, I like soups more. Aren't they the same thing? No, totally different consistencies. Soups are kind of like supposed to be nearly just a creamy to liquid consistency. Stews are more like stuff drowned in sauce. Yep, definitely stew. Especially beef. I haven't had beef stew in a while. I need to get some. A few rumbles of thunder can be heard in the distance. Are you sure it's not your belly thinking of stew? You continue waiting for him to finish the conversation. Anyway, let's go before the rain hits. He guides you around the tall grass and puddles of water. You try to keep up, only fumbling slightly. Don't worry, I know a shortcut. You know, if you're gonna be this cocky, you might as well just carry me bridal style. After going under low-hanging branches, the both of you travel down a hidden passage. You continue avoiding the roots sticking out of the ground as he leads the way. It shouldn't take too long. A chill gust of wind travels throughout the area, making the fallen leaves move around. It feels even colder here. Before you start to shiver again, he gradually brings you closer to him. You can stand closer to me. I don't mind. As long as you follow me, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. You'll make it back in time. You notice that the sound of nature still hasn't come back yet. The light of the moon becomes fairly covered by the scattered clouds. Dense fog covers the area even more. It's difficult to see where to step. He cautiously looks at you from time to time, making sure you follow along but also slowing down if you stumble. You distract yourself by looking down at the leaves. Each step that both of you takes pushes them into bits of mush. Before you can continue thinking to yourself, he lightly nudges you. I've cooked a nice meal this time. You think back to yourself, wondering why I even asked you to choosing something to eat. While he continues on, you accidentally step on a soft patch of ground that pulls you down. He tightly wraps both of his arms around you. Within a second, he holds onto you and hoists you up over the mossy steep. You both share a moment of silence before he lets go. I can't have you passing out on me, okay, Tara? You remain quiet, but assure him with a gentle nod you appreciate his gesture. With a sudden turn, you lead to an unfamiliar place. You anxiously stay close to him and proceed. Heavy fog surrounds the thicket that leads upwards like a hill. It seems unnatural. Hey, you like gyros, right? You quickly shrug as you're broken out of your thoughts again. That's what we're having when you get home. I don't make that often, but when I do, they make a really good treat. I hate adding onions, but I made sure to. Pretend you didn't hear me say any of this. It was going to be a surprise. Alright, I need you to hold on to me this time. It will be easy. He guides you up and over a couple of rocks in areas that are difficult for you to cross by yourself. He looks at you warmly, and you try to crack a slight smile. We're almost there. Just one more thing. Suddenly he picks you up. You give him a spooked look. Huh? What do you think you're doing? This next part is going to be weird, but think of it as a trust-building exercise. 1, 2... Stop him. Please, wait! Huh? Did you... just say please? That's new. Looks like things are slightly getting better. So, what are we waiting on? Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't think that far ahead. Without any hesitation, he continued carrying you to the ledge of the hill. You close your eyes and brace yourself. You can feel him taking one more step and start to glide down the hill. You try to protect yourself by tightly holding onto him. The sound of wood and debris can be heard falling around you. Before you expect the worst, the both of you reach the bottom. You loosen your grip and look around. The air feels warmer to a certain extent, but it's hard to see through everything through the fog. Subtle rain falls onto your skin. It feels faintly comforting. See, that wasn't so bad. My cabin is just across the terrain. He straightens himself up and continues carrying you. The walk is a quiet one, and you doze off for most of it. Tara. You quickly open your eyes. It places you back down as the rain starts to pick up. The freezing wind presses against both of you. Your eyes dart towards the door in front of you. Reach out and turn the rustic doorknob. A strong gust of wind pushes the both of you inside the back of the cabin. You immediately met with a comforting April-like aroma coming from the cabin. It's different, and yet it brings back vague memories. Your thoughts are easily interrupted as he flicks on a nearby light switch. The power must have went out. The storm must be really bad this time. Normally, this doesn't happen. Wait right here. I'll use something else. Okay. He walks over to turn on a nearby lamp that barely illuminates the entire room. This one is battery operated, so it should last a long while. He pushes his hand through his hair before letting out a deep sigh. What should I do? He takes a nearby throwback and spreads it out on the couch. With a feeling of fatigue, you lean up against the door in an attempt to maintain your energy. He looks over, noticing you slowly nodding off. Tara? He quickly walks over and places a hand around your waist. Come on, don't just stand there. He swiftly guides you to the couch. There, just sit down. You sit down on a throw blanket. The soft cushioning helps you feel a bit better and keeps the couch from getting dirty. As he steps into his room, As he steps into his room, I swear to God, this game needs some fucking commas, man. As he steps into his room, you take this time to adjust your eyes and look around. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I already changed the font to one that supposedly, helps with my dyslexia. And honestly, it's been helping. Because sometimes some phrases take me like 5 fucking takes to do. But damn. This bitch needs some commas. It's a little cold in the living room, but the space is mostly warm enough to fend off the chill from outside. The cardboard boxes have been moved out of the way and placed next to the back of the door, but sadly, there's not much stuff around. A small bit of mold is in one corner of the ceiling, but luckily it isn't too bad. From the looks of it, things appear to be better than the last time you remember being here. You take a deep breath in, feeling the quiet embrace of this place. At least the couch is still comfortable. He lets out a sudden chuckle before walking over to the bathroom. There's a faint noise of a faucet being turned on. Seconds later, he walks back over to sit down next to you with a wet cloth in hand. Hey, look at me for a second. You tiredly glance over to look at him. He gently cups your face with his hand, catching you by surprise. You weren't this cold. Come here. You lean in a little as he takes a cloth to clean your face. Within a split second, you faintly wince at the sudden warmth against his skin, and awkwardly shifts back. Hold still. Hold still? Okay. Jesus Christ. Normally I wouldn't obey an order that man gives me so quickly, but damn. You lucky you're hot? Monster Energy. Not sponsor, but I highly recommend the Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. It tastes just like champagne, but like... How do you say that in English? Champagne made with red fruits. Yeah, I had that once at the wedding not long ago, and I've been like trying to find it again ever since. Like, damn. Finally, some alcohol that doesn't make me want to throw up and doesn't taste like piss. Or what I imagine piss will taste like. I don't know. I'm not a pervert. He seems to be really taking his time with it. You awkwardly try to hold a conversation with him to break the ice. So, how have you been? He gives you a very bearded look, as if he wasn't expecting those words to come from you. How I have been? He pauses, thinking of what to say. I guess... I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Yeah. That's it? You press him further. This conversation you're trying to create isn't helping me right now. It's distracting. But don't worry, I'm almost done. You slowly finish up the last few bits left on your face, before standing back up and tossing the used cloth on the table. He walks over to the window adjacent to the front door. From what I've gathered, it's probably going to rain for... He glances at you. The next 2 days or so? But... I'll happily let you stay here as long as you need to again. Just pretend we're starting everything over. How does that sound? I mean, I either go outside and freeze to death or drown or get mauled by a bear, probably, who knows. I think it depends if I have a fish in my pocket or not. Or I stay here with a guy that's in the woods, who I obviously have a history with, a history so bad that I literally ran into the woods. You try searching for the right words, but you're not sure what to say. Well, I mean, it must be easier to fight off than the bear. He probably falls asleep at some point, right? Can just go there with a knife and if things get bad. With the right expression, you lean back against the couch. Reaches out and places his hand on your forehead. Still cold. Not as bad as earlier. Well, look at it this way. We've been talking a bit. Or I guess I've been crying. That's a pretty good start, right? You tiredly stare at him. Yeah, sure. He lets out a small sigh and shifts back, quickly changing the subject. With that being said, I almost forgot. You're starving. I'll bring you something to eat. Now. The gyros, right? Yes. Isn't that what I said earlier? Oh, sorry, just... my head hurts. He looks over to the hallway and back at you. Don't move. He goes down the hall and you can overhear a plastic bag being shuffled. He shortly returns with something wrapped in aluminum foil and a cup of water. Here's the gyros, I promise. Oh, so it's like a wrap. It's still kind of good, so we don't have to go re-eat it. I'm sure you like it. I don't know, man, sometimes wraps cold are nice too. I think it depends on what's inside the wrap. As you gently peel back the metallic foil, a soft crinkle fills the quiet air. You take a small bite of the food. Wow, it tastes alright, and some good seasoning was added, but it's not as warm as he says. You take another bite. The bread even tastes even a little stale and crunchy. Okay, now you're being really fucking picky. Like, bitch, you're starving. Just take the food. It's not going to kill you. This must have been left out for a while, maybe. However, none of this stops you from eating and savoring each bite. Once you finish up eating, he extends his hand out to toss his trash into the empty cardboard box. So, what did you think? The food was really good. You're a great cook. That's very nice of you to say. He gently places a cup of water into your hands before sitting down while a small amount... He gently places a cup of water into your hands before sitting down with a small amount of room between the both of you. You'll need some water to wash it all down. Without any hesitation, you chug the water down. The headache and fatigue still remains, but you faintly feel more alert than before. He takes the empty cup and puts it back on the side table. Now, with that out of the way, he moves in closer, giving you a stern look as the warm air sheds into unspoken tension. I need you to never do that again. What were you even thinking? That I'd rather drive my luck out in the woods than being here with you? You aren't one for taking risks like that. Anything could have happened. This is... He pauses for a second to gather his thoughts. You're confused at the sudden frustration towards you. In a panic, you try to search his face for answers, but you can't get a good read on him. This isn't like you. Huh? No, are you okay? Something tells me we were meant to cross paths for a reason. It's as if you're avoiding what you think you're truly destined for. That makes no sense. Do you understand? No, that first made no sense, Noah. No! By all means, enlighten me. What the fuck do you mean? Like, we obviously have a past with this guy, but I don't know exactly what, because the blurb made it sound like it's just a random guy you just met, but no, apparently we do have a past with this bitch. You nervously look at him. No, I don't understand. He turns away from you. Maybe in due time you will. Everything in the end will make sense if you let it. Another wave of complete silence falls upon you too. You're not sure what he meant by that, but something about him makes you feel apprehensive. He faintly mumbles to himself as he stands up. What to do, what to do. He takes a peek into his room before walking towards the bathroom, and within a few minutes he makes his turn. Just check the time, it's very late into the night. I let you have some time to yourself, it should help. I finally fixed the water issue while we were gone, so there's no more weird water problems in the bathroom. Follow me. You weakly stand up and stay close to him. Do you need help? I don't want you to fall. I'll be okay. He opens the bathroom door for you. Take some time out to clean yourself. I left you some fresh clothes on a towel rack. The material is thicker, so it helps you stay warm. He flicks on the light switch. Don't use up too much hot water this time. I'll be right back. If something happens, I'm sure you can figure out how to solve it. Wow, you're just going to leave someone who's still rather weak all alone in a room filled with hot steam? Like, I know I just ate, but still. I'm obviously not in the best of conditions. Like, look at my HP bar. I don't know, I think you should stay and watch. Like, just sit on the toilet, I'll use the curtains, keep my privacy, and you stay there in case I faint. He quietly closes the door and walks away. You take this moment to get familiar with your surroundings again. Oh, and basically, when you're low on sugar, taking baths might get a bit dangerous because you kind of stop being able to breathe at some point and your brain starts shutting down, starting with your vision. Speaking from real experience. It's fairly clean and warm in here. There's only a small amount of mold in the corner of the ceiling. It's always... like, is there mold everywhere in this house? Is it black mold? Is that why the game warned against hallucinations? You can faintly smell some form of a cleaning agent. Nothing seems quite out of the ordinary. You let out a deep sigh and turn on the faucet in the tub. Take a shower. You adjust the setting of the water and prep for a shower. The shower head leaks heavily as the water hits the bottom of the tub. You fiddle with the muzzle until it's distantly manageable. After testing the water, you change out before stepping inside. I don't know, man, I think you should take a bath in your clothes as well. They're filthy. 2 for 1 saves on water. Your spirits are lifted up to some degree. The hot water feels very soothing. A soft cascade of steam fills the air. You pick up whatever bottle of body wash is laying around and take a quick whiff of it. It has a very strong lavender scent, with a fair amount left in it. You pick another one and take a small whiff. Oh, this kinda smells like sandalwood and amber. I don't know what those smell like. You look at the other bottles. Lemon, mint, I know what those smell like though. There's not a lot left in any of these. Honestly, I used to use one that was like scented like apples. But now I just used the generic one, like for curly hair. I think it's supposed to smell like papaya, but I don't know. You pick the lavender bottle back up. Better than nothing. You lather the silky gel between your hands until it foams up. The fragrant smell of the body wash fills the space with a calming aura. You proceed to spend a considerable amount of time in the bathroom. After you finish cleaning up, you hop off the shower to dry yourself off. As you slip into the oversized clothes he offered, a wave of comfort envelops you. The material is a lot warmer and softer than you imagine. You turn off the lights and head into the living room. You shuffle back to the couch, only to notice that the used throw blanket has been replaced with a thick fleece blanket. You hold the cover closer to you, noting a faint, fresh scent coming from it. As you get comfortable, the door to his room clicks open. Welcome back. Do you feel more relaxed now? Yes. Yeah, I do actually. Well, my head still hurts a bit, but I think I'll be fine. He perks up a bit. It's good to hear that coming from you. If you look out for each other, it can only get better from here. I'm going to call it a night. Feel free to make yourself comfortable around here, but I think you should get some sleep instead. You need your rest. You tell me, buddy, look at that. Ooh. Also, let me refresh your memory. Don't leave my home unless I'm with you. I shouldn't have to repeat that one. What else? He looks around the room for a moment then back at you. Don't mess with anything. And you can sense he's flustered about something. You continue to stare, waiting for him to continue. He lets out a yawn and tiredly rubs his face. I'm too tired for this. We can figure out the rest as we go along. Together. You're not really sure what else to say. He turns and goes over to his room. Hope you get some well-rested sleep. The noise from the storm is relaxing and really helps me rest. Fuck, sleeping while there's a storm outside is so good. Save for the fact that my cat sometimes starts freaking out. Now, if they're going to freak out by meowing and running around scared, or by hiding up under the covers next to me, it's a coin flip. Before he shuts the door, he picks his head out to look at you. Senhor Starflati. Oh, also, don't wake me. And don't go in my room unless I allow it. Whimsically look at the window as he gently closes the door. There's still no visibility outside from the harsh rain scaling down. The dark tint of the windows makes everything appear different. Yeah, I played this game before, but the font was fucking me up so much I literally just Just shut it down in a rage. Fuck it. You question why your mind even thought about doing that. As much as you want to have a conversation with him, you know that's a terrible idea. It did say to not to wake him up. And it's right, it's very... You continue to look out the window for a good while, as the pain in your head comes in waves. Even though the thought of confronting him is weighing you down, something in the back of your mind continues troubling you. You're not sure what it is, but maybe it's worth taking the risk. You get up and quietly make your way towards the entrance of his room. The floor creaks as you walk on top of it. You hesitate, unsure how to go through with disturbing him anymore. You push your way to the door instead. You can't hear anything. You try again and listen further. Nothing. You slowly hold your hand up into a fist and lightly do a few knocks on the door. You wait for his response. Noah. You try and knock a little bit louder. Again you wait, hoping he'll answer. You hear a slight shuffle. Noah. Still no response. Fuck it, if he's pissy about it, we'll just go, look, I have a really bad headache, do you like have something for that? You knock even louder, making sure he heard you this time. Noah, I need to talk to you. You can hear a few footsteps. The door suddenly opens. There's a tired, it's cold glaze meeting yours. You freeze up, unsure what to say next. Why are you still awake? Tara. I'm about to go to sleep. What do you need? I have some questions I need answers. He pauses, letting out a tired yawn. Tara, I really want to go to bed now. He slightly backs up. Night. But what about... I want to sleep. He slowly starts to close the door to his bedroom. I know, but I was going to ask about... Tara, I'm tired. Okay, I'll go back to sleep, but Go to sleep! He quietly closes his bedroom door in front of you. You turn off the lamp and stumble towards the couch. You tiredly shuffle around before closing your eyes. You toss and turn on the couch before finally waking up. A dull ache in your head still persists. The tinted windows show rays of light warmly illuminating the living room. It takes you a second to adjust to your surroundings again. It isn't long before you hear the click of a door open. Well guys, this is going to do it for this episode. In case you couldn't hear, my voice is about to strangle me. Yeah, I think I said this before, but I barely speak at all in real life, so reading a lot in one sitting out loud, sometimes it gets really hard, even when I'm not doing voices. So I'm trying to look out a little for my voice for the sake of, you know, still having one. But yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for watching. I'll try to get the next one as soon as my throat is no longer hurting. Well, if I'm starting to feel it coming in. Bye.